you go to certain parts in the world, and even though this is a war zone, this gentleman here was nice enough to try and help me. So, where are you from?
I'm from Kyiv, I'm local.
You're from Kyiv, yeah? And could you tell me how it's been here since the war started? February the 24th, right?
Yeah, February 24th. And so we woke up basically to the explosions when the first rockets hit, but we were kind of, aware-ish about the risks of war, so we had our things collected and packed, so we straight go to my parents' house, which is on the Kyiv suburbs, away from Kyiv a little bit. So we decided to wait for some time, and then we hit the road and relocated west. Our families, my wife, my brother's wife, their kids, some of the part of the family. So we stayed there for some time, and then I came back to Kyiv again. So unfortunately, I know some friends that suffered much more than I did. We were lucky to get away a little bit faster, and my family is safe for now, at least. I mean, just like me, just like probably the rest of us. But unfortunately, I know some people that either lost lives or either lost their property in the north of Kyiv, in Irpin, when the Russians were circling around Kyiv. So it's been hard. It still is hard. I mean, it's summer now. It's a little bit easier to get by. Winter and autumn comes, it's going to be different, I guess. We'll see how it's going to happen.
How's the feeling overall here now in Kyiv?
Listen, I mean, I think it's a mixture of hope and desperation a little bit, because we wanted to end as soon as possible, and we wanted to end in our terms. There is if it's possible at all, we don't know. That's the military who will decide. We support them, we support the armed forces of Ukraine the way we can, being the volunteers, by donations, by whatever means we can do that, because our life here depends on their success in the east, on the south, on the north, and just in every part of Ukraine. So again, it's probably a mixture of hopefulness and desperation. That's also true. War is not just something you can sleep by, wake up in the morning, and it has gone away. It's not like that, so we have to live through this. 24th of February is not the day when the war started. This war has been going on for 8 years already. It's the moment when rockets hit Kyiv, and the Russians decided to attack from the Belarus side. So that's some of the escalation that we can call it an escalation now, a hot period of the war, if you like. But it didn't start on 21st of January. So we had been adapting to this through series of events like this since 2014.
Do you think that Putin will stop if he gets parts of the eastern, or you think he'll just rest and then come back again for more?
No, you have people who think like that. They haven't been paying attention to what Russia does, the history of Russia, and the relations between Russia and Ukraine, and the history of the Soviet Union, and all kinds like that. I mean, just look at the history of what Russia did after they gained independence from the Soviet Union, even after the Soviet Union collapsed. Just count the number of military actions that the wars that they waged against their neighbors, including Georgia, and what they did in Chechnya twice, what they're doing to Ukraine right now. They're also involved in Syria. Just count all this stuff. It's not going to end. I mean, just giving Putin part of our country, it's not going to stop him. It never will. It's just very sad for me to see that people try to rationalize Putin this way. It's not a rational war right now, unfortunately for us, and unfortunately for the rest of the world. And I hope they will get rid of this thinking that, if Ukraine surrenders at least part of its territory, everyone's going to be fine and it's going to be okay and it will get back to normal. It's not going to be like that. I hope people understand it. I hope more people will understand it soon enough, I guess.